Once again, the market is trying to maintain the bullish sentiment, moving even closer to its critical resistance levels near the all-time highs on both the SPY and the QQQ. Now you may wonder, what if we see a top signal over here? Now that we are close to its resistance area, it would be a perfect time to see a drop next, right? Well, maybe it is not that easy, it never is in fact, but I will do my best to describe the main key points in the market that could bring about a reversal or a continuation of the trend. Remember that everything I say in this video is based on technical evidence, no emotions, guesswork, or even worse, trying to predict the future. We use technical analysis and probability to our advantage to design our strategies efficiently and, of course, to trade professionally. My name is Nathan. Welcome to another daily analysis. Now, as we can see here, SPY is clearly bullish. It is maintaining the uptrend. There is not a single top signal in this area. Now, you may say, but Nathan, today's candle looks like a hanging man candlestick pattern, right? Yes, you are right. However, bear in mind that a hanging man pattern, according to Thomas Bulkowski's studies, is a continuation pattern roughly 60% of the time, if I recall correctly. Therefore, more often than not, this pattern is a bullish continuation pattern. And when we analyze smaller time frames like the 1 hour chart, we can see it even better because, as far as I'm aware, we are just making higher highs, higher lows. Right now, today, we did another harmless pullback to the 21-hour EMA, the exponential moving average on the 1 hour chart, and right now we are bouncing off this support level again, making a new high, triggering another bullish pivot point, another higher high, higher low. Therefore, so far, from a short-term point of view and a medium-term point of view as well, there is not a single technical evidence suggesting that we could reverse or trigger a sharper correction from here. Now you may say, but Nathan, what if in the future, I'm not trying to predict the future, but what if we see the SPY losing today's low again around the 602? I agree that this could be a quite problematic reaction. However, as long as we stay above the $600, we are not going to see a meaningful bearish reaction, okay? As long as we stay above the $600, the trend will most likely persist until we reach our next technical resistance level, which is around the 609, the previous all-time high area, near the previous all-time high area. So right now, we see SPY maintaining its price above its short-term support levels, above its medium-term support levels, making bullish reactions on the daily chart, bullish reactions on the 1 hour chart as well. So we don't see any meaningful top signal yet. Okay, there is not a single bearish chart structure. If we see SPY losing the $600, then all right, then we can start working with a bearish strategy. But so far, so good. The trend is still bullish, the situation is still under control. Regarding the QQQ, this one is also very bullish. We are heading towards our next technical resistance levels. Although we have the all-time high area near the 539 up here, we see another resistance level near $533 up here, all right? So if you ask me, we are just heading towards its next resistance level. Now, in the absence of a crystal clear bearish reversal chart structure, that's the most likely scenario to happen. So we are still above many support levels. We are still maintaining the bullish bias. Now you may ask, but Nathan, okay, the $600 is the most important inflection point on the SPY. If we lose the $600, we are going to technically reverse the medium-term sentiment. What could bring a reversal on the daily chart on the QQQ? Here the situation is a little bit more complicated because the previous support level at 511 over here, it is quite far away from the current price. So again, we also see higher highs, higher lows, right? The QQQ is clearly bullish, but I would work on the 1 hour chart, on the daily chart with the 21-day EMA. All right, if we see the SPY missing the 21-day EMA again, entering bearish territory, then all right, the next technical support level is the 511. Only if we lose the 511 area, we may see a sharper correction possibly on the weekly chart. And the same goes for the SPY, okay? Because the SPY is also clearly bullish above this purple trend line over here, connecting the previous bottom levels since October 2023. As long as we see this pattern of higher highs, higher lows, we are not going to see a meaningful bearish reversal chart structure on the SPY long-term wise. Therefore, even if we see a medium-term pullback to the 21-day EMA or maybe even to the 594 down here, this support level, that could be just another buying opportunity. As long as we stay above our major support levels long-term wise, okay, that's fantastic. But I do agree that medium-term wise, by losing the $600, we will face some problems. Therefore, these are the most important inflection points on the indices. And how this is going to affect our stocks. Because, okay, you may say, Nathan, I do understand that the indices are still bullish. They are still above their medium-term support levels, their long-term support levels, maintaining the uptrend. But some stocks, like Nvidia, like Tesla, like AMD, these stocks are not necessarily bullish right now. Yes, they are not. Nvidia, for instance, is not necessarily bullish yet because, at least on the daily chart, for a few reasons. It is below the 21-day EMA. It is below the 130s support level, which was a previous resistance level over here, right? It is below the 129, the previous top level from January 28. So we still see Nvidia trading below many critical resistance levels. Any bearish reaction in this area over here could be another possible top signal. And that would be a very dangerous signal for Nvidia because it could easily drop again. And this movement over here, this move could be just another dead cat bounce to the resistance area before another collapse. Okay, so we got to pay attention on how Nvidia is going to behave from here. Of course, seeing Nvidia bearish is not a signal strong enough for us to never buy it. Okay, it is not a reason for us to never buy. And I did share a buy recommendation to the members of our Telegram channel while Nvidia was down here near this support level. Right now it is bouncing nicely, and at the 129 is my personal target. Okay, today we almost hit the 129 by a few cents. All right, so we are almost there. Therefore, yes, we can buy against the trend sometimes, but you gotta know what you are doing. Okay, you gotta have a crystal clear trading strategy, and so far Nvidia is performing very well. It is going up almost 9% in only 2 days after we bought it, so it is performing very well. And remember, you can have access to our swing trading strategies in real time and learn to trade like a real pro. To do this, I invite you to join our educational project, the 5% Project, where you receive clear and defined strategies where I always detail where to buy, teach you the reasons why you are buying, where the stop loss is, where the target is, all explained in detail for you. It is completely free to try. I let our students stay with us for 7 days for absolutely free, receiving our signals because we are confident in the value we can deliver to you guys. As a proof, the vast majority of our students really do perform very well, and they end up staying with us forever. So come on and meet our skin in the game community. The link to my website is in this video's description right here below this video. Just take a look, know our work, and see if you like it. Our performance we have a very nice track record. Our performance is very good. We always trade strategically, and what we did over here on Nvidia, buying here to sell right here, is another classic example of how we like to work. Because even if we were wrong, all right, let's say, okay, Nvidia collapsed over here after triggering our signal. All right, we would lose little money because we always work with good risk-reward relationship. If we see that the potential loss is smaller than the potential reward, fantastic. That's a valid trade. So that's how we always trade strategically. So even knowing that Nvidia is bearish, we can take advantage of its movements, of its volatility. All right, so bear that in mind. But again, you gotta have a crystal clear and a very good trading strategy to do that, okay? Right now, it is near our resistance level. Maybe we are going to sell over here. All right, I don't know yet. I did share a few recommendations to our members today, but I'm not so sure yet. Let's see how to proceed next. Regarding Tesla, this one is a real bummer. However, although it is dropping today, we see bullish reaction above the support level at $373. That's quite good, all right, and it gives us the impression that it could, from here, bounce to retest higher levels like the 406, maybe the 21-day EMA, or maybe even the 426, right? The previous resistance level over here. This is a real possibility, but right now, we have to wait for more confirmation if you ask me, because only one single candle, we saw a single candle like this before, okay, and Tesla failed completely in reacting. We saw another one over here, all right, we saw a few candles like this before, and they didn't get triggered, or better saying, they didn't develop a good movement next. So I would work with the 406 area, of course, not investment advice, okay? I'm not sharing any strategy over here, right now, but I see the 406 as the major resistance level, and Tesla has to break it in order to turn truly bullish and seek higher levels, maybe the all-time high again. Otherwise, it will just continue to drop, and it could seek lower support levels like the $358 or even below, right? So we gotta pay extra attention on how Tesla is going to behave from here. Now, if you ask me, Nathan, in your humble opinion, okay, if you had to do something right here, right now, if you are forced to trade, all right, let's say you are a big investment manager, portfolio manager, and you have to trade every single time, okay, all the time, and you gotta buy Tesla, okay? In this scenario, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I would buy. Why? Because we see, I know it is not a reliable bullish reaction, but at least it is a bullish reaction above a support level. And what's the most important thing? We are reacting above the 21-day EMA on the weekly chart, which is still bullish, by the way, okay? We are still making higher highs, higher lows on the weekly chart. Therefore, we are still maintaining the uptrend long-term wise. So I would like to go in favor of the trend in this context, if I had to, okay? But honestly, I see way better opportunities elsewhere, and therefore, remember to join the 5% project to get access to my trading strategies. But so this is it, all right? I would buy, but I'm not that optimistic yet. Let's see how Tesla is going to behave if we see a real breakout of the 406 resistance level. Now, speaking of not optimistic, AMD, guys, AMD is also is insanely bearish, okay? Yes, we saw a bullish reaction yesterday over here, just like we saw over here, right? Just like we saw over here. So seeing one single bullish reaction over here is not enough to convince me right now at this point that AMD is going to finally reverse the trend. We saw many amazing opportunities of reversing the trend over here, and they all failed miserably. So, excuse me for not being that optimistic on AMD, and as far as I know, and even if we see a pullback, even if we see AMD recovering, remember, any pullback to the 114 or maybe even to the 21-day EMA could be just another dead cat bounce before another collapse. All right, so because that's what AMD has been doing since October 2024. All right, we saw Nvidia collapsing, bouncing, collapsing, bouncing, collapsing, bouncing, collapsing, bouncing, collapsing, bouncing, collapsing, bouncing. What makes you think that right now we are going to do something different, okay? Of course, real trading is reactive, it is not predictive. Therefore, if you ask me, Nathan, what AMD needs to do to convince you that it is going to reverse this bearish sentiment? First, we gotta break the 21-day EMA by making a crystal clear higher high, higher low. All right. Then I believe AMD is going to officially reverse the bearish sentiment, and then we'll see how to proceed, all right? But right now, we only see a very weak bullish reaction. This alone is not enough to convince me that AMD is going to reverse, okay? Maybe it's going to trigger a bounce, but not a reverse. Remember, pullbacks are different than reversals, all right? Because pullbacks, while we see a bear trend, are just more selling opportunities. You're going to sell near a resistance level, while a reversal is an opportunity to buy instead. Okay, and right now, I don't see any buying opportunity. Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry to bring you guys these bad news, okay? But I don't. Right now, there is not a single bullish technical evidence suggesting a bottom signal or a bullish reversal on AMD. All right, there is absolutely nothing. Of course, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on this channel every single day. Therefore, if you're still watching this video and you're not a subscriber, it's too late for you. You should subscribe because you do like the content, you do like this video, and well, I'm here every single day talking about many stocks, sharing unbiased analysis of the market without any emotions, without any stress, trying to deliver the state of the art of technical analysis, trying to show you guys how to trade strategically, sharing the most important inflection points on every single one of our stocks in order for us to design the best strategies possible. Therefore, subscribe to this channel for more analysis like this. Now, Palantir going up almost 10% today. 10% today. 2 days ago, it went up 24% after reporting earnings, and today it is going up roughly 10%. Guys, if you have Palantir, let's say you have Palantir, okay? And I will assume that you are worried, because we always have a reason to be worried in this market, all right? If we buy a stock and it starts dropping, well, you will get worried. If you buy a stock and it goes up a lot, you will get worried as well. So it feels like it is a nightmare for every single one of us. But guys, as long as you have a crystal clear strategy, you won't feel stressed anymore. You won't feel worried anymore, because you are letting the market cash you out. If you see a bearish reaction, you will just react to the market. Okay, right now, do we see any top signal, any technical evidence suggesting that you could sell Palantir? No, not right now, at least. Now, if we see Palantir rejecting, let's say, right, hypothetically, if we see Palantir losing today's low again, today's candle again, all right, because today's candle was quite important, all right, but if we lose today's low, this might be a possible, I'm not saying it is, not investment advice, but this could be a possible exhaustion bar, okay, if we lose the $100, all right? What's more, the $100 is not only today's low, but it is a psychological key point. $100, right? It is a round number, a very important number. The market has a thing for round numbers. So if we lose the $100 again, that would be a problem for Palantir. Then I see a possible correction back to its support area over here near the 21-day EMA, near the $85 again. Then we may see a decent pullback on the daily chart, medium term wise. Now, Nathan, a pullback over here would be a problem, right? Well, maybe, but if you are a long-term investor, it could be just another buying opportunity for you to buy more stocks near a support level with a good risk-reward ratio. And this could be even another opportunity for swing traders as well. Swing traders like us over here. So if we see Palantir reacting above its support level again, fantastic. That could be another buy signal, but for now, it's okay. It is just a hold to me. Nathan, I don't have Palantir. Should I buy right now? Never buy near, so never buy far away from our support levels, buy near support levels. Why? Because the risk-reward ratio is optimized near a support level. Even if you are wrong, you're gonna lose little. If you're right, you can make way more than you are willing to risk in the first place. So always buy near support levels, okay? Buy near support levels. Do not buy near far away support levels, because if you see a correction over here back to the support level, even if it is just another harmless pullback, before another bullish reaction, and then we see Palantir going up again, well, it is a real bummer, okay? Because you can't complain of this pullback. You can't complain of this drop. So always buy near support levels. For now, Palantir is, from a technical point of view, it is a hold to me. Now, Broadcom looks fantastic, but Nathan, it's dropping today. I know it is dropping today, but it is still above the 21-day moving average. It is still maintaining the bullish bias. We have yet to break yesterday's high, which is an alarming signal, but only if we lose this today's low, I'm so sorry, only if we lose yesterday's low, we could see a real sharper correction ahead. So far, if you ask me, we are just maintaining the pattern of higher highs, higher lows over here. Now we are making a pullback to the 21-hour EMA. At the 5% project, I did a buy recommendation because we saw this cup and handle chart pattern on the 1-hour chart, right? While on the daily chart, we made a bottom signal over here. So to us, on the 5% project, Broadcom is a buy. If you ask me, we are going to close this gap over here. Okay, we have a monster gap. We are heading towards our gap. But even if we see a very ugly bearish reaction next, well, that's not going to be a problem. Hardly we're going to lose money over here. So, so far, so good. Everything is going according to the plan. It is right now a hold to me, okay? But if we see pullback, then we'll see if Broadcom will give us another buying opportunity or not. And the IWM, I was looking for an entry point on IWM, and I did share a possible buying recommendation on our Telegram channel, but Broadcom failed. I'm so sorry, IWM failed in triggering our last buy signal because we couldn't break this resistance area over here. And then we saw a collapse over here. Now it is going up nicely, going up too fast, okay? So if you ask me, the reading is still the same. We gotta see a breakout of this resistance level in order to believe that IWM is going to retest higher levels, maybe the 244 again. But so far we see another bearish reaction near this resistance level. So I see better opportunities elsewhere, but I do agree that it is looking good. By breaking this key point, we have everything to fly again. The only problem, the only thing that is missing over here is a good risk-reward relationship. All right, so right now, for instance, if we buy over here, where is going to be our stop loss? Maybe below the 21-day EMA. That could be a good strategy. I never thought about it, but we'll see, right? Because right now, either way, we gotta wait for a clear breakout of this resistance level. And of course, excuse me, of course, I will share any possibility, any trading idea on our Telegram channel. So again, I invite you to join us over there. It is free to try, see if I can deliver some valuable information to you while you are there with us, while you study the market with us. And again, subscribe to this channel for more information, for more analysis like this. Thank you so much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow.